Hello everyone and welcome to another week with us here at Charente Living.
We are sorry we haven't been around for a while, for 2 weeks. We've been traveling around with friends and doing some renovations, and you will see in this video actually what we've been doing during these 2 weeks.
Yes, we're very excited to share the start of our renovation and decoration of one of our guest rooms upstairs, so it was really nice to get started.
And you will see how the conversion is happening, and you will also see a little clip from the time that we first time came to see the house, and then you can compare how the difference is at the moment.
We also visit one of Franz's most beautiful villages, and it's definitely a must watch. Definitely happy to take you along.
We also take you to a farmer's market here in the nearby town.
Yeah, and lastly, a trip to a local cake and tea room here in Charente, a definite must visit if you're ever in the area.
We hope you will enjoy the video.
And we are so happy to see you all again this week.
If you like this video, remember to press that like button and also subscribe to our channel so that you will get the reminder every time when we are posting a new video.
And thank you all again for all the support and wonderful comments. So we're here in one of the upstairs bedrooms, and we are going to tackle this as our next project. So we have quite rough walls here. There was wallpaper here before, we took it off, but walls are not in such great condition. So we've decided we will paper them again, then add some like a picture rail around, and then paint up to the ceiling, add the skirting boards, and then we currently have a laminate floor down, and it's not ideally what we wanted to do in this room at all, but it was one of the first rooms we ever did in the house, and it was just to make it clean and somewhere we could sleep and make clean easily. So it's temporary for now. We will paint it just to make it look a little bit nicer and more in character with the house, but we got this on sale, this grey colour. So yeah, I think it will come up nice when we paint it. It will still look like maybe old floorboards, and then in time we can always look at changing it. As you can see, the original skirting boards have been removed. Unfortunately, they were just too rotten to keep, so we are now just filling the holes down there with some filler, and then we will attach new fresh skirting boards. So now we are going to do some color testing, because we have maybe a more unorthodox plan of painting the ceiling in a pink color. So we have found this lovely shade from this French company, and we will see how it looks. Get the brush.
Okay, so let's see. Of course, some tiny spider webs there, so maybe a small roller would be better, but let's see.
It's hard to show the real color on the camera. It's a little darker on camera than it is in real life.
I like that it's very old-fashioned pink. It looks a bit like earthy rather than bright. What do you think?
Yeah, it's coming almost as a brown on the camera, but
what is it? Like mauve? Is it more mauve?
Yeah, but in reality it's much lighter, and we have this beautiful curve on the ceiling. This is almost like the wall just goes straight into the ceiling with no join whatsoever.
It's like infinity wall, or what do you call it? Would that be enough?
Yeah, I think that's enough. We let it dry and have a look. If you get down, I can try and see if I can get this a little brighter. Yeah, I think it'll be very nice. So, after letting it dry a little bit, I think we've come to the conclusion that it's rather dark. Even though it's a very beautiful old-fashioned colour, I think it would drag the room too much. So we have some other swatches here, and we've narrowed kind of down to maybe these two, which would just give more lightness. We're thinking maybe this one would be quite beautiful. This one is maybe looking more nude, more salmon-y in my opinion. What do you think?
Could you put again the pink one up there? Yeah, that's kind of fresh, nice pink. It's definitely quite a bold thing to do, to put that pink, but I think it might bring some light to it.
I think we might regret putting this all over the ceiling.
I'm just afraid that this kind of the infinity effect
Would be lost
of this upper corner, and then it would actually drag down the whole ceiling instead of lifting up. You know what I mean?
So if anyone would like to buy a barely used tin of testing paint, we will sign it and sell it on eBay for the highest bid.
We have now masked the ceiling so that I can start painting it with the bright pink, and this color that we showed earlier is just too dark. It will make the room too dark, and so we chose a lighter color that you will see soon. We have now arrived in Aubeterre sur Dronne, which is such a beautiful little village on the hilltop, and it's listed as one of the most beautiful villages in France. So let's have a little tour here.
Our friends were visiting us from Helsinki in Finland, so we decided to explore this amazing Charente village all together. Aubeterre sur Dronne was founded in the 13th century on one of the pilgrim routes to Santiago de Compostela. Most of the village is built from a white stone typical to many villages in the Charente department. Aubeterre is labelled as one of France's most beautiful villages and has a lot to offer, from historical monuments, pretty houses, art galleries, antique shops, restaurants and cafes. The church at Aubeterre is the largest subterranean church in Europe, carved from the rock in the 12th century. Its purpose was originally to keep religious icons and artifacts in a series of pits in the ground. The reliquary was inspired by the sepulchre in Jerusalem.
The ceiling is now ready and we are quite happy for the result. We don't know if the color really comes through the video as it is in real. It is nice, bright and light pink. And as we took off the tape, we liked the idea that we might actually leave the border like it is now without boarding it with the picture rail. We just need to take the pencil marks away and I think it will look nice like that.
Starting another paint project. Now we picked up these bedside tables and matching single beds a while ago, and they're not antique by any means, but I quite like the shape of them and they were just not so expensive, and we're going to paint them gold and I think they will really come to life, so that's what we're going to start now with this beautiful gold paint.
Do you think it would need 2 coats?
Yeah, it might, but it's taking it quite well. We've cleaned everything down and
perfect. The first coat on the tables.
This was our first experience of attending a producer's market. There were many different kinds of producers here, from cheese, bread, meat, wine, and many more. One could buy from the butcher and get it grilled there and then. We enjoyed the local fare and washed it down with some local Charente wine while the DJ played on into the night. We're now getting ready to paint the floor, and we have bought a special paint that goes on tiles and laminate flooring, and the way the system goes, it has a special additive that we have to add and then mix it for 5 minutes, and then the paint only lasts for 10 days. So we have to make sure we get everything done within 10 days. So we just have to put this in. And then mix. And we have a very perfectly sized stick for this. We couldn't find anything smaller. And now we don't have a timer. Can you check what time it is, Jyrki, there?
Yes, I will.
So see you in 5 minutes. Already the illusion is coming out that these are just like wide wooden planks on the floor, and again very hard to get the colour on the camera, but it's a very warm creamy colour, so it really does look like there's just old wooden boards underneath.
The floor has now dried, and it is time to put back the furniture and decorate a little bit. We didn't do all the finishing touches yet, such as skirting boards and some little brush paint patches are still to be done, but now you will see how it is so far.
And just before we head up and take a look, we'd like to show you how the room used to be. Actually, this clip is from when we bought the house originally, so we hope you like the change. Gatto is a wonderful cafe and tea room in the village of Tucson. We enjoyed a morning of amazing cakes and coffee in a most special setting. Not only are there wonderful delicacies to try, but there's a splendid selection of plants to buy also. A definite must if you're in the area.